Title, She Cheated. So I let the whole city know. One billboard changed everything. The first time I saw it, I almost couldn't believe it was real. Bright red letters burned against the morning sky, bold, unyielding, impossible to ignore. Samantha cheated on her husband. Hope it was worth it. People stopped on the sidewalks, whispering, pointing, taking pictures. Cars crawled past, horns blaring as traffic piled up. I stood there, coffee in hand, staring at the words I had paid for. My hands didn't tremble. They should have. But after your heart's been shattered enough times, pain starts to feel precise, almost clean. I met Samantha 5 years ago. She was all laughter and warmth, the kind of woman who made any room glow. She used to say I was her peace in chaos. I believed every word. I built our life around those promises. Double shifts at the shop, night skip with friends, saving every cent for the car she said was our dream. It wasn't ours anymore. It became their getaway. It started small. Late replies, impromptu girls' nights, the faint scent of another perfume on her scarf. I told myself I was imagining things, but lies are their own perfume, sweet, faint, poisonous. The night everything fell apart was a Tuesday. She said she had to work late. I believed her, foolishly like I always did. But when I drove past a lakeside motel, a place we used for cheap, early date nights, I saw her car. Same plates, the stupid his and hers, air freshener I bought. Only this time, she wasn't with me. I waited, heart hammering, every second a knife. 20 minutes later, she emerged laughing in his jacket. The same man from her office she insisted was just a friend. She froze when our eyes met, her face paling. "It's not what it looks like," she whispered. But lies stopped disguising themselves after a point. That night, I decided. If she wanted attention, she'd get the attention of the whole city. The next morning, I didn't cry, didn't shout. I watched her sleep beside me, pretending everything was normal, as if betrayal could be tucked beneath the sheets. Her phone buzzed twice before sunrise. "Good morning, beautiful." A red heart. No name, just a number. That was enough. When she woke, she smiled that practiced smile. "Morning," she whispered, brushing past me. I stared at her like a stranger in my own home. While she worked, I sat in my truck, laptop open, searching for Billboard companies. Easier than expected. Money talks, cash pays. I chose the largest digital board in the heart of town, above the shopping district near her salon. Everyone she knew passed that street daily. The guy on the phone asked what message I wanted. I said exactly this. Samantha cheated on her husband. Hope it was worth it. A pause. "Are you sure, sir?" "Absolutely. Run it for a week." That night, she came home cheerful, humming, cooking dinner, acting as if nothing had happened. I played along. The calm before a storm always feels peaceful to the one who doesn't see it coming. We ate in silence, forks scraping plates. Around 9 p.m., her phone buzzed. She smiled faintly, said she was tired, went to bed early. The next morning, I left before she woke, parked at the intersection, coffee in hand. 8 o'clock hit. The Billboard rotation kicked in. Her name, her betrayal, her truth, glowing 10 feet tall for the city to see. People stopped, took pictures, whispered, laughed. I watched from the corner, emotionless, not satisfaction. Justice, clear and simple, in the only language betrayal understands, exposure. By noon, my phone was flooded with missed calls. By 2, she called 32 times. I didn't answer. She texted. "What did you do?" I sent one picture, one line. Now the world knows. That evening, she was at the door, mascara smudged, shaking, voice trembling between fear and rage. "How could you?" she screamed. I met her gaze. I just returned the favor. She followed me into the living room, still shouting. "You ruined my life, Daniel. Do you know what you've done?" I poured a drink, sat calm as the eye of a storm. "Yeah," I said quietly. "Something you never had the courage to do." Her phone buzzed relentlessly on the counter. Coworkers, friends, maybe him. Her face went pale, hands trembling as she scrolled through the flood of messages. Everyone knew. The city knew. Her carefully curated image, built on lies, collapsed overnight. For a moment, I expected an apology, maybe even begging. But she broke down instead, screaming, "You're sick. You could have just left." "I did leave," I said slowly. "I just left the billboard to remind you what you threw away." She sank onto the couch, sobbing, humiliation pressing her down. I didn't gloat. I didn't smile. I just felt empty. Revenge never fills the space love leaves. It only clears it. By evening, her mother called, furious. Her boss left a threatening voicemail. But truth isn't defamation. You can't sue someone for showing who they really are. Samantha packed that night, leaving silently. No words needed. The silence between us had already said it all. Days passed, weeks. The billboard came down, replaced by a real estate ad, but people remembered. Her name became a cautionary tale. Trust, betrayal, foolish hearts. One afternoon, closing the shop, I saw her car across the street. She stepped out, thinner, older, guilt etched into her face. She didn't approach, just called out, voice trembling. "You really hated me that much?" "No," I said. "I loved you that much. That's why it hurt enough to make me do it." She nodded once, looked down, and drove away. I never saw her again. Now, whenever I pass that street, I glance up, not at the billboard, but at the sky beyond it. The same sky that once reflected her laughter now holds a quiet reminder. A man who loved too much, and a woman who mistook love for weakness. The city may have forgotten the billboard, but I never will. Sometimes exposing the lies of revenge. It's reclaiming the truth stolen from you.